of wife and that.
Good. Beloved Owen will rejoice.
Return home. Lady Tyrell!
Aye.
Thank you for rallying your men and answering the call of your king.
There's can we go somewhere? There's not a lot of people.
Yes, of course.
I'm glad you're okay, Zadrisis Kibagiros.
Reparations from the war.
I'm alright.
I think you...
Death is part of life. It's just how it is.
Lady Stark?
Armogulis.
Right by the high guard.
Alright, let's go to the boat.
Got any flares?
Did you lose any bears?
No, I don't. No, we didn't.
I have some.
Unlucky.
We got to manage it.
Mount up and wait.
Use this. I don't wanna step on you, but
Ask Lady Tyrell if we get to ride in her
Lady
boat.
Angel.
I want to drag that horse all the way across the Seven Kingdoms.
Lady. Come
I'll
here.
ask her.
I'm not sure how much room we'll have as far as animals go. But come on over. We'll try to help
Make
you.
back to the
Well, I'll do it. At least you and your
Thank you for
horse
your
get
assistance.
on there. Oh, of course.
Sorry, what was that?
Let's be here.
Do you have
Get
room?
out of the room.
Rest and return to your homes.
Do you have room for at least cat and horse?
We can probably
Yes.
make some room. Come on up.
Have what you said that to me the other night.
Alright, I'll do. You take this.
Tim.
Take the cat and the horse. I'll be back at the castle.
There is the head of the man that attacked you at the park.
Good evening, good morning, evening.
Thank you.
Was that my lady?
Oh my god.
Did you just wake up?
I'm surprised that armor
Three
is
people.
actually wrapped around your body.
My lady with
Thank you, Your Grace.
After we check on the men in Winterfell, may
yesterday
I
I
ride to Horn Hill
introduced
to
you
make
guys.
sure Lord
I didn't
Tarley's
know.
on
I
top.
Aha.
Where's
You
Lord
might
Lannister?
want to invest in a bigger helmet, though.
A king, he had to.
What?
I understand.
You'd be proud of him. He
Did you suffer
actually
any
knocked me
loss?
down in the door.
Well
Thank you.
done.
Me?
Thank you, my king. I'll be sure to
And
get
ours as
Return
well.
home and rest. And I'll buy you plenty of ale and women to please you.
I just
Rush in the victory.
She had me a lot in some tactics.
Where is
Thank you,
my
my
queen?
She is
Inside
speaking
with
with
Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra on the dragons up by the beach past the bank. I stopped and she told me to ride on.
Bring all the spoils of war to 3 horses. Bring it to the throne hall.
The
Have
men
men
of
assist-
Highgarden, Sunspear, and Casterly Rock were the ones to take most of it from the barracks. Should we collect it from them?
Liliana.
No. Let them have it.
Yeah. Nadja, okay.
Put any spoils on Carrins and the King's horse. Wait. None of my
there's
cars.
none on mine.
Yours.
There are some
I took everything off of mine. I have a lot of armor on here that is our armor.
I'm proud of
So let's
you.
get an empty horse.
However,
Actually, let's do it on the King's
do
horse.
challenge you.
Yes, put it on there. Yeah.
Yes.
Next is a sparring match.
You want me to stay with
Bring
you
it
or
to the
do
throne hall or something.
That is your
I
choice.
challenge you
Yes.
I'll believe
for
you
a
soon,
sparring
so-
match. Me and you.
by me.
I'll make sure that you
Did
have
you
it.
her squire or you know?
Practice.
Thank you.
I'm here.
Make sure that the injured are taken care of.
No,
He's squiring
She's
on
still a
you.
squire herself.
No.
No.
Ooh.
I need to teach people with footwork.
Lucky return.
And this is what I did when I first saw him fighting.
What was that?
I think she wants me to do
Ah,
fitness.
okay.
You are to return.
So I wanted to
Oh,
lose
would
some
agree
weight.
with her.
Need to check that everyone is taken care of.
Kind
Yeah,
of.
but you met with parents just for a little while.
What?
Sorry for that.
Going into my thoughts for a moment. So it like so in
I'll
work.
travel to Winterfell as soon as I can.
Don't worry, Maraxis will
Very well.
move.
I think
So, what happened today?
Don't worry.
well.
So,
She wants you to
Obviously it's
teach you how to move with your feet better.
Well, it's
More sword play.
I can't see my.
Can't see your feet?
Nope.
Garen, the apprentice
Well,
armor on your horse, are they fair colours?
She wants to help it to where you can
They
at
look
least
like fair
feel your
colours.
feet stand
It's near the top.
on your
I think all the armor on my horse is all ours.
I
Well,
took
except
off
for
some,
this
which is...
crafted by
Can you give me a bit? Is it that apprentice stuff, or...?
sorry.
Say again.
The, at the top...
This apprentice stuff.
A bet.
I can't tell what colours they are.
I don't know where.
Oh, a bed.
Oh, some of this apprentice stuff is the armor of that Lannister that was beheaded.
Alright. Okay, I took off some Mastercraft stuff, which was made
the
by
rest of this
people at the fair.
is. Yes, yes, good.
Lord Commander of the King's Guard.
Yes.
Osterdane.
Osterdane, very well.
The dragons are acting up.
You dismiss us, my queen.
Of
You had
course.
said that you want to talk quickly of the taxes. Get a better understanding of them.
That might be
yes.
a good idea.
So from my notes that I have here, from my understanding... Let me find the right notes. Is it to be that it is a 10% for the Greyjoys of whatever they make, which we conveniently cannot monitor?
I believe that
250
was it.
gold for... Yeah, 250 gold for houses without a banner. 300 if they have one, and 350 if they have two. Is that correct?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Do we have a record of all houses that have one or two banner houses?
There's a common knowledge of it at the moment that I've been able to remember, but maybe it might be good for houses to maybe send in a raven to inform us if they get a banner house or if they lose one. Like the Baratheons had.
I agree.
The Baratheons had one, but come Friday when we collected the tax, they no longer had that one, so we had to change the amount the tax was.
Perfect. We'll let you know, Arion, that I gave Casterly and the North a 50 gold tax reduction this coming week for their taxes, for the inconvenience of having to relocate their forges from the Greyjoy lands.
I've jotted it down, so I have a reminder of it.
Fantastic. When taxes are collected, how is that done? Is they brought here? Do we collect?
It can be brought here if they want to pay it earlier, but if not, then it'll be collected on Friday.
Your Grace, I don't mean to be rude, but wouldn't this be a matter of the Master of Coin that sits on the small council, not one of in-house?
Yes, of course. and I'm not trying to push out her position, but you see, these are questions that a babe would ask, not the kind of questions I want to ask in front of a lady when we are trying to look strong.
I understand. I was just a bit confused.
No, it is fine. I'm not trying to put her out of position. If I can ask these questions and get answers in-house, I will do so.
That makes sense.
Perhaps if Lady Stark then gets a record of who has what for bannerships and when that changes, and gives it to Aegon so that he can update his notes as well, so that way she's not being skipped on her duties.
Yes, of course.
I'll also make her a copy of a journal I have that gets kept with the taxes about. Well, pretty much it's just a record of every week's taxes. It's got the record of last week's and it's going to have the record of this week's.
Do we collect the
Fantastic.
taxes, or does the Lady Stark?
We did last time. With the issues of the Greyjoys and the Starks, perhaps it's better that until that issue is resolved, we continue to collect them, should we have to go out on Fridays, and not have Lady Stark go to the Iron Islands, at least.
I tend to agree with that. If we can avoid any kind of unnecessary conflict and drama, that is what I would like to do.
Now, Lady Tyrell, forgive me, I do not know much about the taxes, but Lady Tyrell seemed to have a certain reaction
Sourness.
to knowing, yes, to knowing that the Greyjoys were being given the original deal. Arian, do you know how much of an advantage they could use this? Only paying 10% as opposed to a flat rate of 250. Basically, should we be worried that the other kingdoms will be upset with the other houses greatly?
Some information I've learned
I mean,
is even with the volcano in their possession, they seem to not be able to get much from it. But that's what they're choosing. Like last week, they chose not to hand in metal towards their stipend, so they made very little. And also,
armor's
Understood.
expensive nowadays.
yeah, but also they seem to have possession of mastercraft armor, so
So they're
In the
getting
next
money
council
somehow.
meeting, I would hope that I've had conversations with Greyjoys in the meantime of that, and I would hope that we would be able to have one attend here. What would be your opinion on Orella taking that position?
I think it would be a good choice, since Lord Greyjoy, he's not exactly good at being very social, I guess, with other people, being respectful.
Diplomacy?
Yeah, diplomacy, that'd be the word. And also,
Would he take it as a
Alright.
slight, though?
that I'm not sure. It
Well,
could be
I would
possible.
not be. I would not just go up and straight ahead to offer it to her. It will be offered to him first. The
True.
stipulation that he actually attends council meetings, and if he cannot, that she be sent instead. If he does not want the position, then I would request that he allow her to take.
Yes.
And me personally, I've
If
not
the
seen
tax
Lord Greyjoy
becomes
leave the island much, or even heard of him leaving the island much.
If the taxes become an issue, I will address that the second it arises. Lady Tyrell's demeanor was noted, and I do not wish to see anybody feeling slighted. If in chance all kingdoms are feeling slighted by the fact that the Greatest get to pay 10%, then we will make it a percentage base for all kingdoms. We will work on a trust system. They tell us how much they earned, and we take 10% of it. But until that arises, things will stay as are.
Just wanted to make sure you were aware.
Oh,
What
I
are the
noticed.
current-
Yeah, no, thank you.
What are the current taxes being spent on, if I may ask?
I believe the last market opening was Dragon Egg, Weaponry, Blueprints, and Kibble. Am I mistaken? I do not believe any animals were purchased.
He bought some things from auction. He certainly spent quite a bit of extra coin on some things that were unnecessary at the auction. Paid. I mean, well,
with our gold
myself,
or with tax gold?
Iris. I think it was all combined, to be honest, because myself and Iris and a few others had to toss him quite a bit of coin, to try and help him win a certain auction that he still lost.
Perhaps
was
it
it?
would be best if the tax gold and the Targaryen gold was separated.
I agree. What would be?
Kingdom.
I will have conversation with Lady Stark about this. This is merely me theorizing with friends and family. If we
Yes, of course.
Kingdom gold in Kingdom, and we use things that are from the tax for the realm, what would be your opinions there?
That's what it was originally supposed to be used for.
Yes, it was. So, example, funding the
Reach
construction of the Citadel.
Exactly.
The Reach is an orphanage they just built. Perhaps sending some coin to help fund the orphanage.
That would
That
be
is how it
wise.
should be done.
The King's
With
Road.
everything. Yes, that is something that is in
Bears.
desperate need of attention. I know the bridge near Riverlands is in quite disarray.
I know the king wished to expand the King's Road more than it is currently. What he had drawn up might be excessive, but some paths out of King's Landing might be a good investment.
A bridge through the swamps. Start with.
That would be good.
And one over the hill for a direct path to River Run. Once you're at a River Run, you can get to almost any other kingdom rather easily.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. I will keep note of this, that we will now make it law that tax collection is to be put back into realm. It is not to be used for in-house, as it should have been from the start.
I would assume that perhaps a raven, in stating that Damon is hand of the king and queen, letting everyone
Yes,
know
please.
of his new position.
And that the Lord will be returned to his rightful place at Riverrun. Help me debrief. Go through things one by one for me. Baby words, it's been a long day.
Let me check my notes. I don't have a whole lot of pressing matters that need to be sent out in my notes. Nothing that people can't take care of themselves.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking the same thing. That is what I'm getting the general consensus of my notes. A lot of it is things to be dealt with personally. I really say that is going to be it, if I'm honest.
I
Reading
believe
through
so.
your routine.
The Martells can take care of their acting prince. The taxes we've already discussed. The prince is going to speak with Lord Greyjoy. I've already sent someone to speak about the Citadel to the Tullys.
Alright then. I guess in the notes that you send out with the Raven, I would like it to be very apparent that King's Landing has open ears for any who have grievances. I want to hear what the people are feeling. I want to understand if they are happy and pleased with their lords and ladies. Let me give you this title that I was told I need to have as well. One moment.
Do all the knights in the room have at least a journeyman, Norman, and a Mastercraft option.
Just the one sword.
What?
Perhaps
just the
also
one sword.
in the notes, the houses that do not currently have a member on the small council, that they should come and discuss it with you and send a representative to attend.
Yes,
If you'd
actually,
like.
if we could make potentially have people who are willing, who currently are not on the small council, present themselves and their case. Call an interview of sorts. Have them discuss it with their respective lords and or ladies. Prior, obviously.
And perhaps bring proof from the lord or lady that they are sent on their behalf.
Yes, that would be fantastic. And I was even thinking of perhaps a secondary being instated that we are all aware of. That if the lord or lady or whomever is elected on the council cannot make it, that a secondary is to be sent in their stead if we could know their names.
I think that would
Steward
be
of
wise.
sorts.
Yes.
So
So currently the
and
only
also-
ones that don't have a place on the small council are the Stormlands and the Vale at the moment, excluding the Greyjoys due to we don't know what
reasons
is going on with them.
Yes, that would be correct. The Vale and the Stormlands currently two closest allies that we do not have. The Greyjoys will be spoken to probably privately.
Yes, of course.
I believe the only other raven that I would like sent out would be about lords and or ladies declaring through Raven about banner houses being built or, I guess, disbanded, so that all the realms may know. I believe that this
Yes,
could
and
be
we can
encouraging
keep an
for trade
accurate
between
record.
everything too. Yes.
Very well, I'll have these ravens sent.
Thank you, Maester. I appreciate that immensely. If you would like to personally come with me to the Riverlands when it is appropriate, and we can discuss perhaps the citadel placement, or if you'd prefer to do it alone, that is your own volition.
I already sent someone to speak with them on my behalf.
Huh? Well done. Proactive.
Yes,
I like it.
Yes. Very well. If there's anything you need help with or any counsel I can offer, please let me know. And of course, you know where to find me. Seems everyone
Of course,
does.
Maester. Thank you.
Is there any interest in setting a hierarchy of the knights in order for things like distributing
we will.
weapons and armors and giving and taking orders in battle?
I will be establishing some ranks in our paperwork and as such so that we will have no more confusion over who is what, who does what, and who reports to who.
Very well. Long time
I'll seek your advice. Yes. I'll seek your advice as well as Damon's and even Atine's on the proper ways we should go about this. I'm no warrior. I will be needing counsel on that.
I honestly do not think that any of us are in a position to truly rank anyone just yet. There are many ways to rank a fighter, depending on...
Yes, there are.
That conversation should include myself as well.
I did not even see you sitting there.
I agree. You beat me to it, my friend.
No, I've never really done anything as first knight on this title I got given. Pass it on to whoever sees fit. And that conversation comes with other things.
You are
Maybe
Dragon
not
Rider.
Fitting.
You
today.
are the Dragon Rider. You know that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so.
You're the only living one to have a full bond from birth with the dragon. That holds very high regards in all of us.
Yes, it does.
Which is why what I ask makes it so much harder to ask. Maybe it is not the time. Like I said, after the events of today.
What is ailing you, my friend?
I believe you know too well.
Has the time come?
If I am given permission by that which I owe my loyalty to. A bond must be severed for a new bond to be made.
I understand this,
I would do
Lucius.
so deeply.
Or has he given up his dragon riders so he can move to Winterfell?
If you wish to leave the wing of the nest and pursue your heart,
If he's actually doing that, that's
I would
really
be
like kind of
immoral
him
to
to
say
do.
no.
He's giving up his dragon to move to Winterfell so that way another person
If we
thinking
need
that
your
he can
assistance in battle,
give up, like,
Lucius, may we
take
still
up that
call
role.
on you?
He might not. I might be
Of
taking it wrong.
course. I still swore my dragon to House Targaryen.
Or maybe he's not. That's what it sort of sounded like at
Raks will
first.
fight, Raks will fight alongside the Targaryens. And who will ride him but me?
Very well. Keep that in mind.
Jesus. Chris?
Of course. I would serve
You
as
My
a...
mission to follow
Thanks,
princess.
I appreciate that.
Scared the living shit
My
out of
queen.
me, you know that?
Rakros.
You should not scar so easy.
Eldris Kipakiaris.
Thing puts you on edge when you don't know if you're gonna walk out alive.
Accurate.
You'll be fine. You'll be just fine.
You better do right by her,
make you say
Lucius.
that?
Of course. Do not be
Because
today.
you are a good man. You know what
Everyone
You're
will
right by us all. You're the only Targaryen to be out free in the world now.
You know, need any advice, Lucetis? You know where to find me.
You're the worst at
wouldn't-
advice.
Well, at least he puts a happy tone in the mood.
It does. Let us know the outcome when you do decide to grow a set and ask the question.
Oof.
And I'll ask her tomorrow.
Oh my. Quick actions. Hopefully not all kids are like that.
It'd be kind of funny if she said no,
Oh.
but she should probably say yes.
No, I have these for you.
Oh god.
Yes, I'll be needing them now.
Yes, you will.
For fighting,
Okay.
not for fucking, okay.
If you have many.
Okay. If I may, gentlemen. Is there anything else that needs discussion today? I would quite like to tend to my dragon.
One other quick thing.
Of course.
I heard him yelling outside the door. Sir Abaddon Black. Oh,
Ah, yes.
Sir Sorry. My eyes stopped working for a second. Sir Abaddon Black is now, fully committed to guarding you.
Let me see.
So that decision is only for you to make.
Do you believe him to be just and true, that he will fulfill his duties?
Honestly, it is too soon to tell. But I think he is worthy enough to be
Seriously.
considered
Look him up to be normal.
and
Living Laris. What? Do I assume
Seriously.
he would perform his role and all the entertainment I get out of life?
Galerin, I will
At
leave
least-
his training under you. You will decide when he is ready
told me
to
what to
formally
do for
take
the
an
rest of
oath,
my life. I've
and
been
I'll not
stuck
make him
killing
do
people
so
for
until
about
he is
20
proven.
years.
Very well.
We have all killed people. It is our
Also,
license.
speaking of that, I must take my oath
Yes.
at some
Yeah,
point
but you
as well.
didn't decide to make it your life's job and get paid
We will
for
do
it.
that soon. I do not mean to offend, but
If
it
it
has
puts food
been
on the table,
quite
so
an
it
emotional
works.
day.
I'm not.
I've seen my
do not
fill of
worry.
death for the rest of
I
my
was
life.
just stating that it has to be done eventually.
Just in the past couple of days.
It will.
There's been too
Do you
much.
have a journal at all of the oath you are willing to commit to? Perhaps I could read over
One
it.
thing I can agree on.
It needs to be edited slightly, as we are now the Queen's Guard. But yes, I have a journal
So why did you come here?
of the oath.
Should we change it to like Royal Guard or something? I don't know. Because you
Just
could have a
to find
king
a
or a queen
purpose
at
to
any
live.
time. It's kind of confusing to keep changing your roles. I'll leave that up to
Purpose
you.
to live? Why do you need that purpose? I thought you had
Well,
one.
I sure hope it's a
Yeah,
Queen's
didn't
Guard.
have Family left,
Quite
all of them
a
died. All my friends
I don't have any
died.
plans of
Long
going
mixture-
anywhere,
We'll make
that is
sure
for
of
sure.
it.
I was gonna come here and to fight someone until they beat me to death, but
What was that for? What was that noise, Lucerys?
I think my head
Gave me
was
a
in a
purpose to
completely
live.
different place. I'm going to leave before I get
try and live.
I think
You
the
get
queen
to
needs to
answer it right
retire.
now.
I
She
understand.
needs some time to herself, gentlemen. Shall we open the doors and not keep her?
Your brother.
I just need some air for a few minutes. That is all. I will be most
Yes,
likely
it's gone.